Well, the mid-season finale of 2020 came out recently, and it's got people pretty divided. The first half of the season is finally out, and that makes me worried about the remaining episodes. At first, I was planning on waiting for the whole season to be finished to make a video on it, but so much has happened these past episodes that I couldn't wait to talk about it. Also, I'm just putting this image here. I'm not asking for anything, I'm just putting it on the screen. Now, before you watch this entire video, I just want to warn you that there are going to be spoilers for the entire first half of the season, so if you don't want to ruin the experience, just please click off this video. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the beginning. The season starts off action-packed with some implications of war, but then the writers decided to scratch that and just add a whole pandemic for some reason. A problem that I have with this season is the amount of fillers there are. They spent several episodes hyping up putting Trump in a peach, like what's that gonna do? And then that never even comes back later on the plot. It's like they forgot about it completely. The Kim Jong-un death arc was just kind of weird. At first he was like dead and people were concerning the introduction of a new mysterious character which already had a bunch of fan art ready. But then he was just brought back because the plot demands it. It felt kind of cheap. I get what the writers were trying to do, but it was just executed really poorly. I also felt that the comeback of Leafy and Grade A under A felt a little bit out of place. No one asked for Belle Delphine. It's like the writers forgot about her and they remembered about her last second when most of the episodes were already done and said, forget it, let's just retcon her in and give the excuse that she broke her arm or something. But I'm about to tell you what's really wrong with the season. All of this stuff that they had just added for no reason. The pandemic coming out of nowhere was already pretty bad, but the writers decided it was cool to add some aliens or whatever and some murder hornets. They must have known those concepts were boring because they were mentioned like once and they never show up again. To be fair, it was sort of foreshadowed last season during the Area 51 arc and the act of clapping the alien cheeks, but it still feels like it's a concept that wasn't developed enough to bring it out of nowhere and then just brush it under the carpet. Seriously, they have to stop adding things if they're not gonna go through with it. So our heroes are just out there working really hard to study the virus and hopefully find a cure. But since we're only halfway through the season and it can't end yet, they had to prolong it somehow. So they made monkeys steal the sample.
A group of monkeys have attacked a medical official in India, stealing blood samples of people who had tested positive for coronavirus. The monkeys climbed trees, then threw the samples after chewing the packets.
At this point, it's obvious that they have just run out of ideas, so they had to keep adding pointless fillers and more conflicts because they don't know how to end the series. That's not to say that there were no good things this season. I really like the rising of the Black Lives Matter movement, and I think it's great development and world building. And of course, the Call Me Carson arc was executed beautifully. Even then, overall, this season is a mess, and they should have just ended it last year. Of course, when the second half of the season comes out, I'm still gonna watch it, but I'll definitely enjoy it ironically. Honestly, I'm just not gonna consider this canon. Okay, as of recording this video, there have been tons of fake leaks surfacing the web, but I won't be covering them. Just know that if it sounds too absurd to be true, then
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing.
And I also have a Twitch where I stream sometimes, so, consider following me there too. If you want. I mean, I'm not forcing or anything.